Robbie, Thursday afternoon as we speak, and trained on the pitch this morning. Was it a decent day out there?
Yeah, it was lovely. Good to train on our ground. It's, our training facilities aren't great at this time of year, and unfortunately that sort of led to an injury for Jarrell, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's just a change in environment for our day-to-day work, and the players were trained very well.
How's the plan look for tomorrow? Long journey down to Exeter?
Yeah, really long journey. We're going to break it up again. So we're going to train at West Brom, sort of halfway down, if you like. It means that the bus drive can have his 45 minutes, so it all ties in quite well, and just make sure that you try and break that journey up, because it is a long one for us.
Long one, and I guess a tough one, a tough game down there as well, because they're flying, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, obviously really difficult game. Very high in the league, they're pushing for automatic promotion. So it's obviously going to be a challenge for us, but one that we'll sort of meet head on, and we're relatively decent form at home. We need to replicate that away. But yeah, we go there with no fear, and respectful, of course, but if we play our own game, we'll give them problems.
It should be a good atmosphere as well. I think they're expecting a big crowd given the position they're in, but is that something that the players can sort of enjoy?
I think so. I think whenever we played against the so-called better teams in the league, we've given them a really good game, and it's something that the players should embrace more than anything. And we're not the players that are playing at the minute, it's not a really young team. We've got some decent experience in there, so it shouldn't faze us at all. And if I am a young player playing in it, I want to show everybody how good I am.
How is the squad looking? Because we were a bit thin on the ground, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit. So from the weekend, Cashman won't be available. Obviously, I say from Monday, sorry. Cashman, Liam Kelly was obviously unavailable. He's had a scan, it's not too bad, but he'll be missing again for the weekend. And then we've obviously got the long-termers that are out. Jarrell Dorsett's now out for the season, unfortunately for us, because he's been excellent. George Broadbent's out for the season. So yeah, we've added to that the Colemans, Campbells, the Balls. I don't think I've missed anybody out there, but if I have, then they're not going to be available anyway. So we've got what we've got, but we'll still be competitive.
I know you mentioned after the game on Monday as well about Ethan Brierley potentially coming back. He's staying at Spennymoor for the time being.
Well, yeah, it's a balancing act with that one. So obviously we sent Ethan out to get some valuable experience in. He is, and we're constantly in touch with the guys at Spennymoor. Managed to watch a game or two. If we recall him for our fixtures, then it make it difficult for him to go back. He's got the potential of playing 7 games if they get through to the playoff final. So we'll just judge it game by game. I know everyone's eager to see Ethan play for us, and he will. I've got no doubt about that, but we've just got to make sure that I do the right thing for him, and if he's got this possibility to play in some really big games and aid his development, that might be something that's more beneficial at this moment in time, but that could change.
I know after the game on Monday as well, you sort of alluded to the fact that we are now mathematically clear of safety, although we weren't particularly focusing on the sort of teams below us, but into these last 3 games now, does the fact that we are mathematically clear of that relegation zone change anything from your point of view, or is it a case of trying to do what we've been working on?
Not really. It's a difficult one, because I don't see any game, I don't see the view that any game is a freebie or anything like that. It never was in my mindset, so I don't want the players to think that. You step onto the pitch with personal pride first and foremost, and then a pride to do the best for the football club and the supporters, and that's the message to the players. Everyone's always got something to play for, whether it's a new contract, whether it's to try and impress another team. Let's be clear, I'm sure some of our players will attract interest from other clubs, or just to build up momentum going into next season. I said to you, the game on Monday was a mixed emotions for me. I don't ever want to feel like I did at half-time. I want to feel like I did at full-time every time the players play, and that should be their motivation as well.
Just on that, the game on Monday, how do we go about sort of making sure that we replicate the second half performance rather than the first?
Well,
easier said than done, I guess.
It's never a given that you're going to play well for every moment of the game. Credit to Hartlepool, I thought first half they were decent, but we were way off it. Do you know what? If I had the answer to that question every single time, it just wouldn't happen. But unfortunately, you're dealing with human beings, and occasionally you're just off it. So, like you said, at half time we reset, we regrouped. I said what I had to say to them. And credit to the players, because they're probably one of our worst versions of ourselves first half, but one of the best versions of ourselves second half. And it's that consistency I've spoke to you about all the way through the season. When we're good, we're really good, and that's what we're trying to aim for the next 3 games.